Hi, my sparkles of light. It's Cherryenchantress. So I'm here with another pick a card reading. This time we're going to do twin flame messages. This is from your divine counterpart, masculine or feminine. And generally, my bigger audience is the masculine. I mean, the feminine looking for the masculine. But that doesn't necessarily mean that that's true. Just find yourself where you see yourself. Okay, and tonight I'm going live, and we're about to enter this twin flame portal, so I figured we'd get some twin flame messages, love messages, and whatever else, other messages. The first cards will be the tarot, so we kind of get an overview of things, where they are, and then we'll start getting into their messages. And so come out tonight and we'll kind of continue that with more messages direct from your divine counterpart. Okay, so we have 3 piles here, pile 1, pile 2, pile 3. Pile 1 is the Twin Hearts ring, pile 2 is the Isaura ring, and pile 3 is the square amethyst ring. So push out your breath, close your eyes and take a deep breath. Now let out your breath, open your eyes, and let them drift to the pile that's meant for you. Let's begin. Okay, here's pile number 1 with the Twin Hearts ring. Alright, let's see what your tarot has to say first of all. So we're using the brand new Tarot of Inspiration, which, wow, speaks amazingly well, you guys. To me, I mean, maybe not for everybody, but the images are so incredible, and also the author just hit the spot just perfectly. So let's see what we have. We've got the Fool. So if you missed it, this is the Fool card. It was stuck in the box and I didn't show people the Fool. That's why I put it on the thumbnail. The Fool is about spontaneity. This is saying there could be an unexpected solution to a problem, which we all love, Maybe you're finding a dilemma in your twin flame relationship and suddenly something happens and it clears things up. So this is taking a chance, and possibly the DM out there is going to be taking a chance. And then we have the Lovers. So there's 2 Lovers cards in this deck. One's a choice and one is, just simply love and union. And this is the choice one. So the masculine here has choices between something familiar and comfortable, something unusual, exotic. You decide what the choice might be. One could be the karmic, one could be the divine feminine, whatever. One could be a soulmate, one could be a twin flame, and you could put yourself in this position as well. Maybe you have choices to make as well. But I feel like we're reading messages from your divine counterpart. So this is their message, is saying they're having a choice to make here. It looks like his arm is towards this side, and possibly this will be the choice here. So a need for a decision. There could be a romantic adventure coming up, and there is also some sexual fantasies going on here. And in astrology, the Lovers card represents Gemini. So next we have the World. There we have the Lovers again here in this bubble together, and it's kind of like the fates here, kind of deciding what's going to happen here. And this bubble is kind of like a field of animals and so this is kind of represents the world. These are the fates, and this is the Lovers. Anyway, the world is about everything. It's like having everything you need for happiness and the fullness of life. Somebody is going to make the right decision. So that's good news, This will be the right decision. There's going to be joy and harmony, possible trips and travel, and a happy conclusion. It's really good, these just flew out, and I was like, yes, 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 I take it. And also all these major arcana cards, which means a really strong spirit presence here. I mean, spirit is present in all people, but especially in the divine relationship. So it's very strong here. And then finally, you have the beautiful Empress. So the Empress is a woman with strong maternal instincts. This is the Venus-ruled woman. She's kind. Maybe she has a bit of a higher status, and she's a very loving person and also beloved. So this will be the choice that the DM makes. The Empress represents the DF, okay? This could be you, or if you're the masculine watching, this could be your DF. So that is the choice that is made, whichever is the actual. Now it kind of can be a hard decision. Like maybe two people resemble the same thing. Maybe they both resemble the Empress. It's kind of going to be a discerning situation, but I think they will figure it out. So next we have the Lilac and Cherry Twilight Lennormand, and it's two decks in one. One is cherry and one is lilac, and I chose the lilac for this reading because for some reason the lilac one is happier. And so the Lilac Lennormand says, ta-da, the sun, yes, joy, happiness, success, and a resolution of problems. So it looks like some kind of conclusion, resolution, good choice is going to be made here. We have the fox. So this could represent winter months. Also, there's the fox can signify sneakiness, but the fox can also represent sort of a agility, a dexterity, an ability to manage this choice and this decision without too many losses, without too many problems happening out of it. And then also you got the moon. So isn't that pretty? You have the sun and the moon. It's like, like an endearment. You're my sun and your moon. But it's also like yin and yang. The sun energy, the yang energy, and the moon, the yin energy here at play. So definitely a soulmate, a twin flame situation here. And the moon is traditionally, like in tarot, it's about intuition. Also in the Lenormand it is, but including the moon being intuition and rich inner world. In the Lenormand, it's about fame and honor and recognition and creativity. So there could be a creative solution to this situation that just comes out of the blue and solves the whole dilemma. The moon is also saying this is a storybook type of love, and the solution or your progress could have to do with the moon cycles. And here we go. We're entering Cancer moon eclipse, a wolf moon. Oh, so we don't have wolves, but maybe the fox means this wolf moon is going to be part of this solution or this phase that you enter into where some healing and helping and growing and learning and connecting and getting closer to each other will occur. All right, and so we have the Romance Oracle here, which says the key. So you have the key to this situation. You have the key to finding freedom and happiness and finding this solution to this problem. And I feel like there's a sense of freedom. The Fool is a little bit about freedom and taking chances and risks. And the Lovers also has sort of a freedom kind of feeling towards it. So in general, I feel like the DM or DF here, your counterpart is starting to find a sense of freedom so they can move forward to you. So let's see here what their messages are to you. So from Love Notes Part 2, we have, you freed me. See, you're helping them be free and helping them with the choice they have to make. And then in Love Notes Part 1 is, you are my one and only, I just need you. These are from Queen Sugar's deck, so get in touch with her on how to purchase them. And here's from the Enchanted Embrace, which says, "Let me be your emperor." So definitely feeling a masculine vibe here. And then your Lover's Oracle says, "Acceptance is the key to inner peace. At times we must accept things as they are. There's no point trying to change that which is beyond our control." So I feel like let spirit handle this, because I feel like some amazing solution is just going to magically appear for the both of you. And then we have your alphabet for lovers says to rescue the relationship. So there is going to be this kind of sense of rescue, of healing, of completion, of fulfillment, of you guys being able to make this work, to come together. It looks like a little bit of chance and risk is involved in here, but also just kind of going with your gut feelings, and spirit's right there behind you, helping you every step of the way. So some things you might like to look at are the number 43, and the letter N might be part of your equation. And interesting picture there. So there you go. Those are your messages. Let's see what your charms have to say. Ooh, we just passed 11:11. All right, here we go. Let's see what we got. Hope. All right, you've got New Bohemian. So, I feel like that's like new. This is very much like the Fool, new life, new start, taking this kind of chance. He looks kind of like flying, And we got go, 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 go-goes. And then we have Jasmine. So leaving the comfort and security of what you had before. There could be some weight to this situation. Oh, you've got the bicycles, which I like. It's like, to me, this is very yin-yang, kind of much like the sun. One is golden, and like the moon, one is silvery. We've got name, Hope again. Maybe your name is Hope. Love, Only Time Will Tell with Asia. You should listen to that song. It has a very majestic beginning. Also, there's a bit of, this is saying that this is a situation, there's a lifesaver. I feel like, now in some cases I read it as like caution, and in this case I feel like something amazing is just going to jump in and save the situation. Like, we had the relationship rescue card, so rescue to the relationship. And I keep hearing the Rolling Stones. We have the little doggy, the dragonfly, which is kind of like, spirits in the grass speaking to you. So listen to your ancestors. We have the angel's wings. Look, we've got the divine masculine here. So yes, definitely divine masculine you're dealing with. And they're getting really close to into that phase of evolution where they can move towards you now, that kind of thing. And St. Christopher is a patron saint of travelers, so there is this chance that there's going to be a trip, a journey of some sort. With the Fool is about trips, and also the World is about, travel and journey. And you get the whisk. So the other day I was thinking about the whisk. Whisk, it could be about stirring things up, stirring things up. It could be making something scrambled maybe, but I feel like it has a positive connotation in this case for sure, that it's just stirring things up, it's trying something new, taking a chance, and whisking it up. Whisk rhymes with risk. All right, and then you get the candy canes, like sweet, and the cello for deep voice. I'm gonna do some Scrabble for you since you got the name. All right, let's see. Feel this. Let's see if we can get it to zoom back. All right, we've got the here we go. We've got lots of R's here. R, like railroad, like the operation, the lifesaver, railroad, lots of R's, and a Y, and N. We also had N here, so, you know, there's a strong possibility with an N, somebody, come on. Anyways, we also have an A and a Q and an E. Look, I see Ray, if Ray is out there, and there you go. See, if you see your name or if you see initials or you see anything that gives you a sign and helps you, then this is meant for you from your DM or your DF. But this is mostly your DM, I would say. Whether your DM is a male or a female, it's from in general, it's from your DM. Okay, well, I hope you like that. Check out my links below, and I'm moving on to the next. And here we have pile number 2 with the Isaura ring, which I call Isaura ring because my Auntie Isaura gave it to me. All right, so we've got lots of messages here, but we're gonna start off kind of like with a sort of a basis of the situation with the Tarot of Inspiration, which is just amazing and speaks so well. So first we have Death card. Death represents Scorpio also, so it could have to do with Scorpio, but death is about transformation. It's about parting with the past. It's about transition and renewal, liberation, completion too, and like I said, transformation. So yeah, there's some major transforming going on here. Then we have the Hanged Man. The Hanged Man is seeing things like a radically new perspective on things. This is spiritual maturity and transitions, and like a transition period, like long farewell to the past and sacrificing something in order to get somewhere else, sacrificing for an important goal. Also, this represents the sign of Pisces, but it's interesting to me that these are together because I feel like this is like an evolution of the Divine Masculine. The Divine Masculine is becoming enlightened, like it's a death of his old self and kind of like a surrendering to this new growth. So far, so good. So we got the Six of Swords, and that's departure and towards new shores, new perspectives, personal progress and development. This is also trips and travel and a possible change of scenery or a possible change of life. And it could also mean correspondence and communication. But this, to me, again, reiterates this evolution of this counterpart of yours, them going through some changes. I'm going through changes. So yeah, they're figuring things out and they're accepting their role here. And then finally you have the Six of Wands, which is victory. This is victory in a competition maybe, but also victory in your goals. It's good luck, fulfillment of desires. This is like glee and gleeful news, like exciting news, successful trip, and a festive mood, and triumph and winning and conquering. This is also possibly conquering somebody's heart. So he might be out to conquer your heart now. He's out to say, I've gone through this evolution, now I am ready for you. I'm ready to conquer your heart. And this also could indicate a possible wedding in the future. So that's very exciting. So let's see what we've got the Lilac and Cherry Twilight Lennormand. It's a mouthful, but it's 2 decks in one. So one is a cherry deck and one is the lilac deck, and they're the Lennormand, and I'm using the lilac today. So first we have the stork. The stork could also has something to do with transformation and a possible change in a person's life, like pregnancy can be sometimes. It can also just be a bringing of something new into your lives or your relationship. But this is also a family-oriented type of person, and and feeling warm and, you know, warm relations, a good relationship, a warm feeling, and also a possible journey here too. So there is a real possible journey. And then we have the book. So the book is, now in this case, and sometimes the book to me talks about secrets and about, you know, writing things down, writing a book, you know, those kinds of things. But in this case, it has to do with learning actually, and training and receiving necessary information and getting the right advice. So this divine counterpart is learning and growing and getting the right kind of advice and going to, you know, evolve in order to come towards you, kind of thing. And then we have the bear. If they're not already with you, but I feel like, you know, if you're in a twin flame situation and you've come to pick a card, then that means there's still something more, you know, that you need out of this. You need your 3D connection or something like that. But the bear is really cool because the bear to me represents the divine masculine, very strong and powerful and beautiful and a protector and a lot of the things that we see but also kind of beastly, you know, kind of aggressive maybe sometimes. In this card, though, the Lilac card, this bear is not aggressive. This is a kind bear, you know. It can be a little bit intimidating, though, because a divine masculine at his full evolution, at his full power, can be quite intimidating, and maybe the feminine out there might want to make sure that she feels ready for this as well, you know, that you are ready for this masculinity. Yeah, so he's a high-ranking kind of man, and but it's also about stability and respect. So let's see what your romance oracle has to say. And you've got serendipity. Serendipity is so cool. It's like, to me, serendipity is divine timing. It's like everything's going to happen just at the right place, the right time. And sometimes serendipity is just like ending up at the right place. Like I was just talking about Nina, like maybe travels, like she was going to go up to Canada. Maybe going up to Canada will put you in a new location and a new situation where you find the one, you know. So sometimes that happens. It could be a chance meeting, a happy accident. But I feel like it feels like a happy accident, but it's actually destiny and it's meant to be. So sometimes maybe you've already had this experience. Maybe you already had this serendipitous moment where you met somebody that's so amazing, then you know that they're the one, that they're your divine counterpart. Let's see what messages your divine counterpart has for you then. All right, so we've got the Love Notes Part 2 from Queen Sugar, and it says, I am my best self when you are around. Then you have Love Notes Part 1, which says, I'm in a better headspace. So, you know, there might have been some decision making here, or thoughts, or progress, or learning. See, they took to the books and learning more about who they are, where they're from, why they have the motivations that they have, what it means to be a divine masculine, those kinds of things. Then we have from the Enchanted Embrace, which is the cards that I made if you're interested in, link down below. And this says, can you feel my love? And tonight we're going to be doing more of this live, some more messages from your divine counterparts. And then your Lover's Oracle says, surrender. At times we must surrender the old before something new can enter our lives. Let go and all will work out. So yeah, the Hanged Man is very much the same thing. It's about surrendering the old for the new to come in. And it doesn't have to be, you know, anything serious. It could be just simply old ways of believing. So I feel like this masculine has surrendered some old traditional beliefs systems, and now he's open to more spiritual understanding about things. And then finally, from your Lover's Alphabet card, you have restarting a new life. So this is a restart for them, a transformation. Like the Death card is restarting life, you know. It's ending one thing and starting another, and that's the same as surrender as well, you know. So so there is this kind of sense of rebirth. It's kind of like, it's almost like born again, like being a born again Christian. It's not being a born again Christian, it's being a born again twin flame, like knowing that now, oh yeah, that is what I am. And here's a bunch of letters that could be part of this situation. We have F, P, H, G, H, P, and 55 might be important here. And there's your picture, kind of interesting. All right, so let's see what your charms have to say. Mix it up a little. Do a little handful here. Alright, we've got Y and wish and play. Play is inside of kiss. Ooh, playful kissing. I feel like this is definitely could be a 3D situation coming up for you guys. Go, go, go. The go-go's. Yeah, some excitement in the air. You've got the marble here. This marble is the Jupiter, represents Jupiter. I love football. So maybe this is a football player, but it's kind of interesting. And then you also have the unicorn, which represents the divine masculine. And look here, you have, you know, because of this, you have the bear, like, so I can just see like a real burly kind of guy, like handsome, strong, broad-shouldered type dude. And then you got the whisk again. It's like mixing things up. You know, this is some kind of exciting situation too. Something might be happening on the 30th. Ooh, you might be getting some hugs. Hugs and kisses. Have something in the next week. Sure. Singing going on here. Here's the this is like the emperor crown. Where did I lost it? But yeah, you guys are definitely in your power, you know. The divine counterparts are Empress and Emperor mode here. So that's good. You're being balanced. Like, maybe there's no need to worry. He is finding himself and you are matching him. St. Anthony's here helping the couples along. It's the patron saint of lost things, but also of lost relationships or relationships that need healing and help. We've got the pentacles here, so money and stability, singing and dancing. I feel this, I feel a meeting possibly, you know, I feel like at least some singing and dancing and hugging and kissing. Like I feel physical stuff here happening. Here we have, is this the Lady of Guadalupe again? So like that's, you know, the Virgin Mary, but who came to Mexico. That's the Mexico Virgin Mary sighting. And then we have the Leisure Girl, which is this is like bowling or tennis or something she's doing here. I think it's bowling. I can't, but it's about having fun, and it's fun in leisure times. And then we've got the genie with 3 wishes. So your wishes coming true here. The lion, the Leo, which also kind of makes me think of beastly situation, like makes me sort of think of that bear again, you know, the bear, the lion, the beast is kind of like a combination of bear and lion, and yeah, those two main animals. So so there's this divine masculine who's really come full circle and figured himself out, and you're matching him. And you guys coming together. Now, I definitely feel this masculine is definitely, I feel, a man. But just take it where you see it. Like, you could be the man, this divine masculine, watching and seeing that you are evolving, and you're ready now to make the decision to head towards your feminine. So you can be, like I said, find yourself where put yourself where you find yourself. Cross watcher also, you could be the querent or the cross watcher. Okay, and moving on to the next. Please check out my links below. Like and subscribe and thumbs up. Moving on. Okay, and here's pile number 3 with the little square amethyst ring. And we're going to start off with the tarot. We have lots of messages, though, from your divine counterpart. But we're going to start off with this beautiful tarot of inspiration that speaks so well and, just kind of like really helps with the situation here. We've got the Eight of Swords. So this is like being in a predicament, trying to figure out a way out or trying to figure out what to do. There's barriers, there's decision making needed to be made, there's a sense of helplessness. This is also possibly a karmic influence, being commanded by another person, a lack of freedom, and maybe waiting for outside help. So somebody might be in a predicament, either the DM or DF, but in general, this is you as the DF watching as the this is the DM's being stuck kind of situation. But it could be you or whoever's watching could be the divine masculine. So put yourself where you see yourself. If you're the querent or cross watcher, masculine or feminine. And male or female, to me, doesn't really matter. It's the energies of the masculine and feminine that you have to focus on here. And also the images, right? If it's a female body, doesn't mean necessarily the female is being trapped. It could be the male being trapped. But the female could be the masculine. I'm really confusing you now, okay? But anyway, hopefully, as Sal would say, follow me here. All right, here we go. We got the Two of Swords. So the point is, there's a feeling of being stuck and somebody else putting the person in this position, like the lack of freedom, waiting for outside help. And that kind of moves more, this feels very physically trapped. Like if you move, you're going to hurt yourself. This is kind of going more into the mind, like really... And it's a little bit of self-defense. It's a bit of waiting. It's also self-control and constraint. Like you're in this predicament, or they're in this predicament, but they have to use caution, search for a decision, and really work the mind while being physically passive. Okay, so they can't move physically yet, but this is talking about the journey. This could be talking about this right now, this movement into the portal, what's going on, where they are right now, and where they're going to go, where they've been and where they're going to go, that kind of thing. And so there's this mental activity, but physical passivity, which means physically haven't been going towards you, but they've been mentally looking at all the possibilities here. All right, and then we have justice. So justice is really good. It's like justice is kind of like bringing the solution to the problem. The counterpart here, your counterpart here is like looking for outside help, and here it comes. The outside help, this could be, for signs purposes, this could be Libra. This is possibly karmic reward, though. Your karma is coming in. Now remember, in order to have karmic reward, you have to be a person who's putting out good deeds and doing good things and being authentic and true and trusting in spirit and that kind of thing. And so this is kind of like saying you passed the test, you found the balance, you're going to win, you're going to make this informed decision. There's going to be an intervention of law. And this intervention could be a typical law, a 3D law, like marriage or divorce, or whatever other laws are imposed in a 3D situation. Or it could be the universal law, with the universal law of attraction and love, and that goes beyond our physical boundaries. See, so there's this kind of play of in your mind, this could represent 3D, and this could represent a transition from, this could be like the 4D, like being in the mind and trying to think, what do I need to do in this situation? But there is going to be justice. There's going to be a win. There's going to be a win in your favor. There's going to be a good outcome, because look at that. You got the sun. Yay. So the sun is about joy and happiness and growth, achievement, achieving this success. enlightenment, clarity, a possible vacation, a celebration. You know, sometimes some people read it as marriage as well, and this represents the masculine. So definitely, I feel you are looking at your divine masculine here, and they are going through this process. They've been really stuck, but finally there's going to be like a divine intervention that helps him get out of this situation of not being able to be with you. Maybe pile 3 has been in a separation situation. Oh, that reminds me, I didn't do romance angel cards. Anyway, that doesn't matter, but I'll pull them out tonight. Tonight I'm going live with the same topic if you want more clarity on your situation. All right, let's see what your Lennormand cards have to say. So this is the Cherry and Lilac Twilight Lennormand, and we're going to use the lilac version of it. It's 2 decks in 1. Also from Russia. This is like the Russia reading. All right, so we have the house. House is all about home and family. This is the cutest house I've ever seen in any deck. I want to live here. I want my yard to look like that. Pretty and floral and yeah. And so so this is comfort and privacy and relaxation. This could be a possible cottage getaway, you know. So this could be like something outside that both your homes were a meeting place kind of thing, or you know, a new home, a new beginning kind of thing. Let's see what else it could be. So we've got the ship. The ship talks about like a long distance. So there could be a big travel here. This could be a big trip, you know. But the ship is happy because it's great joy, it's good luck, it's fulfillment. It's like your desires coming true. The end of a period of failure. So these might have felt like failed attempts or inability to move. But now look at this movement. It's a big, massive, with the wind and the sails really coming towards this destiny, you know, and desires and winning kind of thing. And then we have the birds. So the birds is all about communication. And in these birds, there's the owls, which is wise communication, and then there's the little Twitter birds, which it's not necessary. It can be sometimes gossip, but I think in this case, it has to do with social media. You know, talking, chatting to each other, getting in touch with each other, sharing information, and and maybe some unexpected news that brings about this big change in the situation that suddenly frees this person up so they can come towards you. All right, so let's see what your romance oracle has to say. And you got family. So this person, yeah, and you may be too, a big family person, which could be very important in the situation. It could be it could be what because the home is like family, and there could be outside forces that cause this stuck feeling that has to do with family. So I feel like the family, to me, it's like the DM wants to hold on to their family, but at the same time they want a family with you as well. So this is kind of like desire to have that family with you as well, you know, like whatever they had before or whatever they've dreamt about, they want to have with you. So possibly some of you out there are interested in a TF who already belongs in another family situation, or at the very least, this person is free but has other obstacles, but they do want a family with you. All right, let's see what their messages are to you. However, we've got love notes from Queen Sugar's decks. There's Queen Sugar. This is Love Notes Part 2 that says, "You are the song of my soul." And then you have Love Notes Part 1, "You are my safe place. You are my home." So they're saying that you are their home. You know, you make them feel complete comfort and, you know, that privacy as well. So it's about privacy and not like everything always being spewed out in public all the time. You give them the sense of peace and privacy, which just intimacy as well, So we've got, and then we've got the Enchanted Embrace, which are my cards that you can purchase down below in Etsy. And two cards came out for you, so we've got Do You Trust Me? And I Live With You in My Dreams. So now you have to decide, do you trust this divine masculine or feminine? Do you trust them? Are you ready to now open up and accept this possibility that they're moving into your life, or there's a solution to this, or that do you want to create a home with them? Look at this picture, though. And as I was saying it, I was looking at that picture. So your divine masculine is here, and he's got angelic help. He's got the justice behind him now, ready to help move this situation towards you. And what does he have to say? So, forgiveness. Stop focusing your energy on past events, for life is too precious to waste. You create your reality by what you think, dream, and imagine. So, I feel like there's some forgiving and healing happening out there. It's time for you to forgive your masculine. He's begging for your trust again. He lives with you in his dreams, but he wants the 3D with you. Let's see what your alphabet oracle says. It says, overwhelmed by emotions. And here's some letters. It could be a KH or a CH. Number 23 might be important to you. But he really wants this union, He's overwhelmed by desire for this connection to work. All right, let's see what your charms have to say. See what I can get. All right, I'm going to pause it and let's spread them out to save some time. Okay, here, I know you might like the sound of me rattling this. Like, listen to this. But, yeah, I only have a few minutes left here. So we got kiss, and behind the kiss we've got play. So it could be a kiss song. It could be like the S makes this sort of lightning bolt, but maybe kissing, a 3D situation. Go, go, go. A new life, new beginning. Maybe going wild and being bohemian. Maybe some traveling, Betty Boop's in her little convertible out there. Saxon, I see a big burly kind of guy too, or a Nordic kind of guy. Somebody who might play football, or a football-looking type person, or this could be happening before Super Bowl, which is in February. So, like right now, this could be happening. You got the ovulation, which makes me think back to the family message here. That they want to make babies with you, and you've got the baby carriage, and you've got the good luck frog, and things happening in the USA. You're a beautiful mermaid, deep and really speak your soul, and MTV, so something with music, something with TV, something like that, maybe just Netflix and chill kind of thing. You have the key, though. You have the key to this situation, and they're hoping that you open their door. It's kind of like, this is kind of one of those situations where they're presenting themselves to you saying, hey, I've gone through this evolution now. Will you accept me and forgive the past, kind of thing. So, yeah, I hope you like that. Thumbs up if you like that. Feel free to comment below. Check out my links. If you need a private reading and get deeper into this, please reach out to me. Tonight I'm going live again, and I'm going to do some more live readings, love messages from your divine masculine. Faith, trust, and pixie dust.